Okay, so first I'm taking the eyeshadow base from NYX, and it is a white eyeshadow base. I like to use the white eyeshadow bases because it picks up the vibrant colors that I'll be using. Then I'm going in with the color Jet Set, and I'm placing this just above my crease area. So I'm going in and I'm actually just filling in the entire top portion of my eye with the color Jet Set. And you want to make sure that this is blended out, like really, really blended, because this is going to be the base to all of the shadows. So just make sure that's blended out. Brushes that I'm using to put this on with are the BH Cosmetics brushes. They're really nice, really soft, and they're really, really cheap. I took the Real Technique sponge and I just blend it over the white little portion of my eye because it was getting a little bit creasy. So the second color that I'm taking is Yacht Light. And this is all from the Colored Rain Vivid Pigments palette. Every color in it is like super, super pigmented. I think I'm gonna go on the record and say this is my favorite palette to date. You wanna make sure that you're really, really blending it together because you want like an ombre effect. You want it to be seamless as possible. And to cut my crease, I'm going in and I'm using the LA Girl Concealer in Fawn. I'm doing like a little half cut crease, nothing fancy. And then I'm taking the color Hello from the James Charles and Morphe palette, and I'm putting this all over top because it was like the perfect icy blue color. Then on the outer portion of the crease, just to fill in that space and blend in with the Hello color, I'm taking Neo Blue from the Colored Rains palette. Then I'm taking the NYX liquid liner. This one is in Blanc. It's the white liquid liner that they have. I'm just popping on a little bit of a wing. I go back in and I fill this in again because I just wasn't thick enough for me, you know? Alright, so for brows, I'm going in with the Benefit Precisely My Brow in number 5. Then I'm taking a blue liner. This one is like a really, really cheap one. It's from Kiss. It was only like 80 cents. Then I go over it with the eyeshadow base from NYX. So over top of that, I'm taking the color Brother from the Morphe palette. And then in the front, I just shaded it in a little bit. I wanted to draw like a triangle on the middle of my forehead and then some little triangles off to the side to just give like a queen effect, you know, like royal, like she could have like some jewelry hanging down there or something, you know. And then I wanted to do like icicles coming down the side of my face. So I'm just going in and I'm drawing like little random zigzag lines up and down, up and down. And then I go in and I do these little curves, and these curves will eventually be little ice drop hanging from the icicle. So now I'm going in and I am filling in that line with a white paint. All the paint that I'm using will be from the Miron's Basic Paradise palette. Okay, so for the raindrops, I mixed the blue and the white in the paint palette, and I just kind of made like a baby blue color, and I just went in and I filled in the raindrops. Going in with the white, I wanted to fill in the middle portion of the icicles, and as I got to the top, I just kind of feathered it up. So I'm just literally like flicking my brush up to make these little to me, I wanted to go for a ice freezing. You know how ice looks as it's freezing onto a window or as snowflakes are falling? You get that kind of like splattered out, like feathered out effect as it's freezing. That's what I wanted to go for this entire look. Then for the triangle portion of the forehead, I went in with the white paint, and I'm still doing that little feathering motion. And then I went in with the blue on the end part. So I go in with half of the white, and then for the end of it, I go in with the blue, but I feather it into the white. So we have like a little bit of an ombre effect. You see, we're going for ombre again. Then I do the same thing with the smaller triangles on the side. Okay, so now going in with the cream paint, I'm using this very sparingly. I put this on a Real Technique sponge with the snowflakes. At first, I was just gonna take white and do it, but it wasn't standing out enough onto the white. I mean, it's like white on white, so I had to go in with a blue. So I went in with the blue first and got down the sketch, then went over that with white, and to do the ends of it, like the actual flaking out part of the snowflake. I don't know what those are called. What are those called? I don't know. The detail work of it and not just the lines. So what actually makes it a snowflake. I dipped it into the paint, put it down, so you're going to get the thicker lines closer to the base, so closer to the center of the snowflake. And then as you're going up, the paint will eventually thin out, and then you'll get these nice little snowflake pieces. Now going in with it onto my neck and some of my chest. But do you see what I mean? Like when I say like sparingly, like it's not opaque. It's just a nice little sheer amount of color. I decided to take the same Brother color as I did for the brows, just like faintly put it onto my, what are these called? Collarbones. And I also go in the middle, and then I bring it up very faintly onto my throat area. So then I'm going in and I'm drawing more snowflakes, and you can add as many pieces as you want. It's up to you how detailed you want to get with this. If you want to draw them smaller, you can draw them smaller. You don't have to draw them as big. So yeah, it's really up to you. So just get creative. For the eyes, I also put snowflakes up there, and this time at first on one eye I tried to go in with the paintbrush and do it with the white, but it was way too thick. I went in with the NYX liner, and I went in and I drew it the same way that I drew it onto the body, and it was so much better. You get a lot more detail with it. And I also went in on the other side and added a little bit more detail. Then I'm going in with Yacht Life, and I'm running that along the lower lash line. Then going in with my LA Girl concealer. This one is in Fawn. I'm just putting it on, trying to conceal, but then it was looking like a green color. So I figured, oh, let me just go in with some of the white cream paint and just, you know, make everything look real frosty. Instead of looking frosty, I look very ashy. So then I took my Fenty Beauty foundation in the number 430 to try to bring some life back into my face a little bit. So you get kind of like the frosty ice look, but you also don't look, you know, half dead. Then going into the white color, in that and running it along the bridge of my nose and the tip of my nose. So to highlight, I am also dipping, I'm staying within like these two palettes for every shadow that I use, even to highlight. Dipping into the Morphe palette, and I'm taking the color Ring Light, and I'm just highlighting on my cheek and on the tip of my nose. I'm going in first to line the lips with that same liner from Kiss. I went in with the Maybelline lip kit. This one is Python, and the cool thing about Python is that you have the base color and then you have a shimmer color to put on top. I'm taking some of the NYX glitter primer, and I'm just taking that and popping it on my eye, just giving it like a little bit of a base for the chunkier pieces to stick to. And these were just some chunky little pieces that I found from Walmart. As soon as I saw it, I knew that I had to get it because I was like, oh, this would look poppin' over top of Hello. I already knew, and I had to get it. Also taking some of that primer, and I'm putting it on the high points of my cheekbone, and then I go over it with some confetti pieces that I found at Hobby Lobby. I'm layering it, so I put down a layer, and then I'll go over it with some more primer, and then I'll put down another layer. And I did this 3 times. I wanted it to be raised up a little bit. I didn't want it to be completely flat onto my skin. So just to give it some dimension, anywhere that we put the white cream paint, we're gonna go over it with the confetti. So I took the white color from the Morphe palette and I just ran it directly in the middle. And if you're wondering, yes, these little confetti pieces were everywhere. They're still everywhere. So if you're thinking about using this, just be aware. You're gonna be seeing these for like weeks. So the confetti pieces weren't sticking good enough for me. So I went in with my NYX matte setting spray. So I just sprayed a little bit. I made sure that I was very far out because I didn't want it to mess up the paint, any of the water paints or the cream paint. So I just like finally missed it, and then I went back in with some of the confetti pieces, and they started to stick like really good for me. I also wanted to have like a little bit of glitter because the confetti pieces, they were nice, but I needed like a little bit more. And you can see like it gives just a nice little bit more, a little bit of an element. For the top of my head, the forehead part, I also wanted to put some confetti up there. So I took the glitter primer and then I just went in and packed on that confetti. Going back to the eyes, I am putting little rhinestones in the center of each snowflake. I also went in and popped hello in the corner of my eye. It doesn't look like it because the blue color blended into it, so it just gave it like another nice blue color. But I packed that in first, then I went over it with the NYX glitter. I'm also putting some of that glitter into my brows, and then taking a ring light and putting it onto my nose. We're basically putting glitter kind of everywhere. Over the raindrops, put glitter. I went and put glitter over my lips. For lashes, I'm using the Eylure lashes. This one is in JB, favorite lashes so far. Then over the lashes, these are an old pair, so don't worry. So over the lashes, I took the white liner from NYX and I'm just popping it on the false lashes and then on my lower lashes, because we're an ice queen and we want to look frosted, like snow is just coming from everywhere, every angle. I'm also taking the confetti pieces and putting it onto my hair. Yeah, I know. Why would I do that? But it gave a nice effect. It made sense in the moment. So then I'm going in with a tiara because I'm a queen and I needed a crown. So this is actually from my wedding, but it was the perfect little piece for this. I hope that you guys enjoyed this tutorial. If you learned something, if you just like me for some reason, please make sure that you subscribe to my channel, give this video a thumbs up so it reaches more people during this wonderful holiday season. And make sure to follow me on Instagram. I post on there every single day. So you'll be seeing more looks and more videos over on Instagram. So don't forget to follow me over there. So thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time, bye.